Hey, I'm Isaac Rosea from Finance as You Grow. I've guided hundreds of first home buyers through the entire loan process from application to settlement. And one of the most common questions I get is, what actually happens after I submit my application? Today, I'm walking you through the complete timeline step by step. I'm going to break down every stage, who handles it, how long it takes, and what you need to do at each point. Let's start from the beginning. Alright, so once you submit your home loan application, it goes through 5 main stages before you actually settle and get the keys to your property. Let me show you what those stages are. Stage 1, pre-assessment. Stage 2, credit assessment. Stage 3, document preparation. Stage 4, certification. Stage 5, settlement funding. Stage 1 is pre-assessment. After you submit your application, it gets referred to the pre-assessment team. Their job is to confirm 2 things. First, that your ID has been successfully completed and verified. Second, that your application has been structured correctly before it goes to the credit team. This is basically a quality control step to make sure everything is in order before the actual credit assessment begins. Stage 2 is credit assessment. Once your application has passed pre-assessment, it gets referred to the credit team. This is the team that reviews and assesses your application in detail. They look at your income, your expenses, your credit history, your employment, everything. At the end of this stage, your application will be either approved, declined, or there are requests for further information. This process typically takes between 2 to 3 business days, depending on the lender's service level agreement, or SLA. Some lenders are faster, some are slower, but on average, you're looking at 2 to 3 days for a decision. Stage 3 is document preparation. Once your application has been approved by the credit team, it gets referred to the doc prep team. Their job is to prepare your home loan documents for signing. These documents will either be issued via DocuSign, which is an electronic signing platform, or they'll be posted to you, depending on the lender or the structure of your application. Most lenders now use DocuSign because it's faster and more secure. You'll get an email with a link to sign your documents electronically. Stage 4 is certifications. Once you've signed your loan documents and the bank has received them, your application gets referred to the certifications team. This team reviews the loan documents to confirm that they've been executed correctly and that all settlement conditions have been satisfied. They're basically making sure everything is legally correct and that the boxes have been ticked. Once that's done, this team will also confirm the funds that are available for settlement. This is the money that the settlement team will use to the next stage. Stage 5 is settlement and funding. This is the final stage. Once your application has been certified and made ready for settlement, it gets referred to the settlements team. Now, what happens here depends on whether you're buying a property or refinancing an existing loan. If you're buying a property, the settlements team will join the PEXA workspace. That's been generated by your conveyancer. PEXA is the electronic settlement platform used in Australia. Your conveyancer creates the workspace and your bank joins it to transfer the funds to them on settlement day. If you're refinancing, the settlements team will invite your outgoing lender to a PEXA settlement to pay them out and complete the refinance. This is important. You need to have sent your discharge authority to the outgoing lender before this stage. If you haven't done that, settlement can be delayed. Once settlement is completed, a breakdown of the funds disbursement will typically be made available to you and your broker. This shows exactly where the money went, how much went to the seller, how much went to stamp duty, how much went to your conveyancer, all of that. So let me recap the full timeline from start to finish. Stage 1, pre-assessment. Your ID and application structure are checked. Stage 2, credit assessment. Your application is reviewed and you get a decision. Stage 3, document preparation. Your loan documents are prepared and sent to you for signing. Stage 4, certifications. Your signed documents are reviewed and settlement conditions are confirmed. Stage 5, settlement and funding. The funds are transferred and you either get the keys to your new property or your refinance is completed. From start to finish, if everything goes smoothly and there are no delays, the entire process typically takes between 14 to 21 days from application to settlement. Some lenders are faster, some are slower, but that's the average timeline you should expect. Now, here's what's important. Delays usually happen at stage 2, the credit assessment stage. If the lender requests more information, or at stage 5, if you're refinancing and you haven't sent your discharge authority to your outgoing lender, those are the 2 most common bottlenecks. That's why, when we lodge applications for clients, we make sure everything is completed upfront and we follow up at every stage to keep things moving. Here's the key takeaway. The home loan process has 5 stages: pre-assessment, credit assessment, document preparation, certifications, and settlement. The whole process takes 14 to 21 days on average, and the best way to avoid delays is to make sure your application is complete from the start and you respond quickly to the lender's requests. If you're going through this process and you're not sure what stage or where you're at or what's happening, that's exactly why having a broker makes a difference. We track your application at every stage and we'll let you know what's happening and what you need to do next. If this was helpful, save it, share it with someone who's applying for a home loan or buying their first home. And if you have any questions about the process, drop them in the comments below. I'm Isaac Rosea from Finance As You Grow, and I guide first home buyers through every step of the loan process from application to settlement. Thanks for watching.